a long time to ramp up. Like Wind Ranger before a damage item isn't super damage outputty. Rubik as well, faces Void, does very little damage early game. They're gonna get it. 3 more hits maybe.
Father's dropping low, but yeah, you're right. The stack and form, and he blows. Team Liquid will take a level 1 Roshan and have level
First blood. Ha! My claws are red with
At this point, that's a bad thing. I don't think that should happen.
They're waiting for the rotation from Innocence too, but he's going to find Jirax actually starting up the clash with the enchant. He's actually run out of time. Actually, no, looks like the Ursa will survive. Get the clown. He's a little bit more damage with support. Now arriving him here from mind control. And it's just taking a little bit too much, so Faith has to push him out. The Sprout Tubman, he's running over. He just wants one hit, waits for the trees to disappear. The mind control's ready to find the kill, and the secondary stun now from Jirax. The time walkout will save him. And this Faceless Void is just running out of here. He's into the tree lines, but as you said, Fada rotating over, and Faith, chance to survive was very, very low. 13 seconds on his time walk. PMS charges would have to be unbelievable, but it's not going to happen. And Team Liquid now, 3 kills on the board for 0.
Full kills just snowballing at 5 to 7 minutes. It's going to potentially just end the game by such a big advantage. It'll turn to 5.
He's come out a little bit far. Tolkis will pick him up and throw him down. This burns the Aegis, but they're bringing in now Innocence. He's got himself a Stat of Banisher as well as the Dark Troll. So Fada, they'll slow him down. The Shackle is there. The Aegis Immortal is already been broken. But can they finish the job? They need a little bit more damage. Fada, the attack, will it miss uphill? No, there is not. Ice will manage to survive. Adds a little bit of extra help there into the line to push him back. But they will be able to survive mid. Maybe they look up towards the top lane, but giving a lot of farm over, and there you can see Immortal into Liquid's hands.
Yeah, I mean, they will grab Void, okay? So it's hard for them to take mid while Liquid's rushing, because
Jirax just sitting up on the hillside.
Their word is over.
So they're very aware of the other one up on the hillside. So now Jirax, the Shackle, flies out. They're looking for another lock. They have enough damage, so you're going to say goodbye to the Lion. And they didn't have to really commit any major abilities for that.
It would be jungle because nobody was defending the bot tower, so they're hoping to get a pick. If they got a pick, Roche is dead. They got it. I think that's why they went for it. They just didn't get it.
What if they pick off someone like that? So it's like not that big of a deal for them.
Potentially, I guess, but it does delay her 6 and things like that.
They commit Chronosphere. They really want to get this all over on Korok. Support was coming in from Fada, but he didn't reach it in time. And
to protect their wards as well and get more wards up. Like, they've had those 2 wards up this whole time. How is Liquid supposed to take it? Oh, they actually find him.
Yeah. Okay, well that was...
He must have gotten the invis for bot rune because they knew that he was clear. Well, I mean, this is what they needed. They needed 1 kill. Now Rubik's alive. Now he'd started TP hypothetically. By the time they get to Roach, it's dead. So they were just aiming for that 1 kill this whole time. They finally got one picked up.
The second Roach, though,
definitely.
It spawned around 8:30. Maybe around 9.
Maybe Koro will get a solo kill.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he had the head as well. That's mana intensive. There's no way he has any left. It's like 150. Oh, he's got a 14 wand actually, and the buckler build as well. They were gonna get mid tower out of this as well. That was a huge kill by Profi. So now instantly the tier 1 mid is dead. They get some more map control. They can ward more deep and then better protect.
Wind Ranger, she's got a little bit behind her in the form of Innocence, but Wind Ranger will survive. And Innocence, while trying to juke into the tree lines, Jirax hits the perfect stuff to the trees. And mind control, well, they can't block her in just yet. And getting through 4 points of untouchable is not an easy task, but they're gonna finish it up anyway. So a kill goes away. The Viper. So they defend the T1 tower, they'll always get a mech first, if possible.
Oh, Relic. About to come out. 37.95.
More of a tumper. Shackle, he jumped himself into that one. Ice still has the stun. So they get a free burn of the Aegis of the Immortal. It only had another, that's the play.
Just put him on the throne and be like, hopefully. Jesus.
Fada, well, hello, they'll jump up. The Smoke Roach, they can instantly reveal him off. But gives Viper Strike over on the Wind Ranger, and then Viper Strike, well, that's the easiest thing to steal in the world. And can they? Nope. Thought there might be a follow-up for the Chronosphere. The focus of the creep wave.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
But they do have...
Here they come, Jirax with a blink. He wants to get the face destroyed. There's the initial stun. Is there a attack to stop this one up? The Tubman picked up, rolled back around. But the face destroyed is going to go down. But the damage into the Tubman is just so huge. And without the boom, they don't really have another follow-up. In fact, it's going to be Fada. Instead, Control, they still need more damage. Power shots back off cooldown. It'll hit perfectly. And the Radiance burn, well, it's kicking in. Fada, 23. Now he's down. Barely couldn't finish him off. Jirax was trying to actually mop up the illusions as quick as he could, but it just wasn't.
You know what? It's because he doesn't have an Aquila. I'm not even kidding. It gives you 3 armor. That is so much.
Ice. Mind Control. He's going to pick him up, throw him back down again. You got Faces Boy Chrono. So this TP out is not to be successful. In fact, he started the time violation, locked his own Rubik in the middle of all of this, but there's Fave Hold available. He'll buy a Blink Dagger before death Mind Control, so he doesn't lose.
Gives them some survivability. Will he sense danger?
He still has to worry about this one.
It's a shackle perfectly. Onto the immediately creep Mind Control, that focus fire, and then the follow-up Fave Bolt. There's still the Wind Ranger who gets the kill. You don't have Nature's Prophet now.
I think the Wings just have the tools to deal with everything that Liquid has. They have the Shadow Blade.
Koro, there's your Doom. And now we see just how tanky this Faceless Void can be, and the answer is not enough.
Yeah, if he had a Vanguard, maybe.
I'll get to deal with it. They can push, they can team fight well, but like pretty much Lion's actually their best hero at dealing with another football.
Koro caught out. Say goodbye to Doom for 50 seconds on the sideline. And instantly they
Yeah.
He has to wait for his double cooldown. They're already heading over there.
They're coming for a fight. They managed to find Faceless Void a little bit too far up, so they find that kill. But they're still without a Doom. Their top lane is still being pressured.
Oh, they want to fight. Fought us pretty fast, but...
Also, the fresh time you get nagged himself to rope the Wind Ranger. They think it's only 2. And, well, Ice, he may be the sacrifice right now. Inside the trees, waiting for death. Waiting, still waiting, now granted.
They're still stalling the Ursa though.
Well, not only that, like, you being that willing to give it up.
It's not about being willing, it's that they can't do it. The Void died, and Rubik also... Oh yeah, Rubik died after.
Mind Control.
Oh,
that was the man to style. Does he lose his life for it? Even if he does, though, it's probably going to still be worth it. He attempts to TP out the force up, cuts the tree line, Shackles will be there, so Mind Control will die for this. But you now buy yourself a 3-minute window where there is...
Otherwise, I wouldn't say that's worth it.
Maybe you can still find like solo pickoffs. Matobuma's got enough money, you can buy the full of
Solo Chrono on Kuro in the mid lane.
Say goodbye to your Doombringer again. That's not what the third time we've seen Kuro being picked off in the last 10.
Extremely good at killing the Nation.
Alright, they give up then. You got me.
No, I'm just saying, like, what if you're in their position, like, how do you approach this?
Ice being initiated on, and they got a little bit of help. So they know Matoman and Jirax are moving over. So you can say goodbye to your first one, but the shackle shot is over on the Lion.
They're probably like, what is Matoman doing?
He doesn't know there's orbs there. Like, there's a perfect perimeter now. Fade jumps up. Starts the time violation. He may have actually used the chrono, but he's trying to hold off on it. The Matoman, the enrage will wear off for the damage. They burn through the Aegis Immortal. You got now Mind Control arriving behind, but Jirax instantly caught out by the Chronosphere. They want the Matoman again, and they're gonna get him. Down goes the Ursa. No buyback available. Kuro also does not have Doom. He starts walking up the hillside. They forced off the wrong direction with the Wind Ranger, but the Song of the Siren will lock him the Doombringer, and now they can just pump out the last portion of damage. 2 heroes lost for Team Liquid.
Wings has put all of their wards on their side of the map consistently because they know Liquid is going to be looking for pickoffs with Lion, with Ursa.
Yeah, Wind Range is pretty low. She's still got Shadow Blade, but the inventory's down. Jirax instantly regrets, and you just lost the top lane.
That was really unfortunate there for Kaida, basically, just based on charges.
I think it's more utility than damage, though.
Mind Control?
The one clip,
is he actually going to break the smoke? No. He blinks himself down, starts his TP, and now it's Matoman who actually gets called out. Kuro blocks him by the instant, they get the double chrono, and that's also Matoman's 10-second BKB. Kuro's already down, Matoman's going to follow straight away. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The smoke moving over, Faceless Void jumps up, looking for the chrono. Almost caught out, in fact he will do so. Sparta being called the front lines, and the shackle keeps Jirax out of the fight. Sparta's still got a lot of lives, the Mechtar's been tricked, he's got cheese available as well. So we've been able to survive with this. But Matoman, he can't get through Mind Control. Sprout, now the trees are down, but the Song of the Siren, they'll actually help isolate. Well, actually no one, Matoman's BKB, it wears off for now. Mind Control, a lot of physical damage looking up at that Wind Ranger. So they're going to find the Naga Siren. Finally, maybe Team Liquid can find themselves some good kills. They get one, the double shot from Jirax, catching up both Kinetic across the Wind Ranger. The Hex and the Doom is already down. This Wind Ranger barely surviving. Can Faith even help him out right now? The Diffuser players kept helping him away. She's so low, the blink forward from Jirax helps secure the kill. Taking 771.
Liquid was able to survive it, and the cheese as well. That was the person that mostly got focused. Keeps him 100% full.
Yeah, they really needed the bonus here to catch the
Kuro, Ice said almost instantly. They still have the Song of the Siren, so they can delay this fight up a little bit longer. As Kuro dropping down very low with all the illusions, gonna riptide him down underneath the tower. You bring in help, but Matoman has no mana left anymore.
close to being scouted out with the Observer Ward and base, but looks like they're going to be very slow to the punch because he has to stop by the base to pick up the gem.
They're already too late. Roche is down, but do they find themselves an opening fighter as well? Ice is just delaying them out by this Ghost through 4-star out, and now they're Chrono over onto the BKBs are down. Shadow's on his way in, but Jirak takes it. There's no struggle to fight. No extra control just yet, so give it a moment. That moment means Rubik is dead, but Tubman, he's so low. The Solid Siren's gonna go. He's just...
How Wings has to do it, they have a Chrono, either Focus Fire going off or Enchantress slinging Impetus Shot. That's the only way that they kill people with Chrono, and it doesn't synergize that amazing with Naga Siren unless you're just catching half the other team.
New opening, say goodbye to your Enchantress. This is forward. You got a Chronosphere. But they...
And you just cycle through all those cooldowns.
Do you remove Time Dilation with it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, there's a jump. Ice will go down. That was a smoke mover from Liquid. They're farming up the Radiant Ancients and then just move themselves further north, but Innocence as well as Vega. But this is the gank they were hoping for.
Kill him pretty easy. They just have to get the Force Staff off of the Enchantress, right?
Well, there's your Chronosphere. He's not close enough. Enchantress can't do any damage here, so Mind Control comes out of BKB from Shadow. He BTs himself into it, so Mind Control, he'll die inside of his own Sprout. Learns a BKB charge as well, and now that it's going to salt up.
So good for Scepter. I only see one up on Wings right now. It's still
They found the Wind Ranger just sitting in the trees with the Doom. There is no way to escape here.
That bastard stole the kill with his health. 4 heroes at farm.
Most of it was because they lost a gem on the Naga Siren, so now the Doom's able to run around and do whatever he wants.
You say like they lost the division battle? Hello, Kuro. Obviously there was new gems that were purchased, and now Kuro will die. This was more of like what was happening when Wings had their advantage, and they're looking to go for Fada, the Chronosphere, catching him out, leads to be 2 very big kills. Jirak to the stun, looking face out, and the Jackal fits perfectly on top of Fada. Mind Control comes in for a little extra help. Fada, does he survive with the supplement? Very angry Earth, looking for an opening, but the damage still from the Wind Ranger is not enough to kill the Viper, and the Song of the Sun doesn't control enough either, but you've still got the Impetus damage flying out. Wind Ranger, she'll win-run it off out of here. But Jirak, okay, Innocence is just too damn strong. How much damage is he doing through this fight? Atomic as well! Shackled up! Nibble off all heroes! The buyback came out for the...
They could have walked away, maybe kept more alive, who knows, but once they get past the creep wave, then shackles are better and all that stuff. I don't know, it seemed a bit of a weird choice.
I think it was really hard for them to just like sacrifice Fada and then they would have to blow her buyback.
They have to fight this one, but Song of the Siren, you have to PKB to get into this fight. But Naga, perfectly positioned, Liquid cannot even chase to find any kind of extra kills. So they lose their mid immediately, they buy back on both the Viper.
The mini bash
just
is
like dead.
Fried chicken or what? No, Pen, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
Koro, real trouble. They get your Chronosphere as, well, just to be picked up, and now, well, where's the follow-up? Here it is, but Tubman chasing up after Innocent, and Mind Control as well. He's trying to get for Shadow, but they're going for multiple targets. Now the Enchantress will have to be doomed up to kill her. The surprise that's very difficult, and now Shadow, he'll nail the style, and will he get out?
Bash, are you kidding me?
It doesn't exist!
4 hits!
They're out!
They hit 4 times and he didn't mini bash.
They get Roshan though. That's the upside.
So because plate of Wings, aka Team Wings. So just clarifying that once you guys are looking to appreciate smart it is. I'm just gonna do some math quick on
You might be giving him too much credit. I don't know if he thought that one through.
Toby, that was the simplest
It's
math.
0.65 to the third or the fourth.
Hey,
not that hard
I'm here to represent the common bro.
Okay,
Ice, jump in, then the Chronosphere over, Mind Control, Jirak can help out, Fate, send him to a bit, pulled away, and maybe they have enough damage. There's your finger death, but Ice doesn't even care about it. He took almost no damage, but they do stop the TP out. So Faceless Void will die. Ice is still trying to play it around with the 3-line Prophet, sprouting over, Jirak gets his stun. And this time, the gank from Wings will not work, but there's a different combo.
Important than sniping items at this point.
Moonshard is not that great on the Naga Siren.
Yeah, it does almost nothing. Oh, they might see an Ursa kill bottom.
Well,
you had your eyes there.
I really did. I took my eyes away from it. But at least might see a Wind Ranger kill on bottom lane. Just had it played up to 8 seconds time, but that's 8 seconds way too long.
Viper did really hard now. That's pretty incredible.
For Blind Chrono, with an Agnes maybe you would, is that he finds Fada and actually catches Jirak in the edge of it. He'll run down and then realize that both of these ideas is really, really bad. Let Innocence get the kill and barely survives with the finger of death. And say hello to a new jet.
AoE, heal, cheese.
It's not often
You have 2 different types of cheeses then. Like Wednesday and cheddar. Chronosphere catching out Durax, the Riptide,
That's
actually
another
help
gem.
out, and now another gem onto the deck, but the fight continues to come on, and isolated the Riverside with almost everyone through wings, but he's just going to enrage up, and how much life can he get, and actually can he kill off Windrage, but no! The Suns were there! He'll actually get killed off, there's no buyback coming out from Liquid, because they just don't have them anymore. Where's the extra damage? Nagasara is just taking through everything, but finally she will be brought down. A triple kill coming in for Fada. At Viper, finally bring him to...
The fight looked really rough for Liquid there with
Oh, he's going
Viper
in for
on
the TP
high ground.
though.
Oh, really? He really wants
Can't
to
cast
jam.
any spells yet. The freaking time dilation lasts forever. Alright, now he'll get the Sprout in.
Oh, that damage. Shame you can't take the gem with you.
Alright, that's
hang
never
on.
knows Priest before.
Oh.
Just keeps walking.
The Ghost Scepter. He needs to be here for the telekinesis grab. Mind Control.
Oh,
He gets
he gets
Sprout! He gets the BKB off, but Mind Control loses his life for a Rubik. One has buyback, one does not.
Next large engagement. Either of those two important heroes stop could be the game.
And I think as more time goes on, Liquid's gonna win this for sure. Like, the Ursa has items, but they're not amazing. Oh, they're setting up for the push bottom. They see him, they've got a ward as well. They know they're there. That TP might show though.
The 3 BTs.
They see all four.
Wings is here. ISIS again, gonna beat the bait. He throws down the observe ward, 4 stars down, they get pushed back in for the Chronosphere, catching out two Fada, checking through a tree line with a focus fire. He may go down, they're trying to bring him down, and they are almost gonna kill him. He's low, he's still not dead. They're gonna kill him finally, but really at one cost. The Song of the Siren's gone off. Shadow has already trying to deny his own Wind Ranger, and he misses the timing on it. He'll actually die as well. Mind Control came in looking for the other opening. They're figuring down illusions. There's not the full Shadow. It's gone the other way. It's gone east when the skies are blue. Metasal tries to dodge back out again. Kuro's holding the tail here. Shadow is still insanely tanky. But Fada, the damage has now arrived. The Fiber Strike and Shadow will be going down. The buyback came out from the Enchantress as well. Meanwhile, back at base, they've lost the range ranks. The tier 4 towers are under attack.
It doesn't matter, they killed Nagasaki. Cast their spells, and everyone on Wings was focusing on him. He just wouldn't die.
Wind Ranger trying to line up. Rubik's up in 4 seconds, but they still do not have... Actually, you got Chrono as well as Impetus. That may just be enough to make Matoman think twice, but they jump in, and there's your Chronosphere. Who are they really going to kill off? Time dilation with Matoman almost down with help by Fire. They're going to have enough damage. They burn through the Aegis Immortal, and Kuro kept out this fight. It's not Innocent force up away, far enough from mid range. Be careful! She's down with no buyback available. Faces one more.
Oh, they got it!
They call GG! They don't feel like they have enough to repel them anymore. Their heroes have been too long, and Team Liquid in 65 minutes and 1 second will get game number 1 of this best of 3 between Liquid and Wings.
That Satanic was MVP, but
That was an insane play. I mean, he literally pressed one button and he right-clicked, but I hope he took his hands off the keyboard like, go for it!
he BKB too.
Yeah, you're right, two hotkeys
buttons.
and a right-click, but that was absolutely the play of the
Then
game.
look, Mum, no hands.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid had a lot of floundering from like the 10 to 25 minute mark, but the mid to late game and the super late game, they absolutely